Hey everyone, it's Ryder from Skip. If you have EIDL loans or you've heard about the EIDL program, watch this important video. I'm going to show you how to quickly set up repayments if you haven't done it yet and save money on those repayments. Plus, I've got some new information from the SBA on new technology they're hoping to build to help with EIDL repayments. So if you care about the EIDL program, watch this quick video. And if you find this information valuable, be sure you're subscribed here. Consider hitting the like button so other people see this information. 4 million folks in the US have gotten EIDL loans and most have not set up EIDL repayments. I'm going to talk about the 3 steps to setting those up. First, figuring out what you owe and when you owe it. Second, setting up recurring payments. Third, tracking those payments and figuring out ways to save money on repayments. So let's get right to it. So before I show you how to check your balance again, even if you have done this, it's worth watching again. In case you missed something, there have been some changes in the recent months. Here's the important context. We have a database of all EIDL loans and EIDL grants. You can look up your loan or grant by your business name, your name, location, zip code. The point is, most of these are finally starting repayment starting in October 2022. There will be around 40,000 folks who will have to pay starting in October. November and December, that number skyrockets to almost 2 million folks who will have to start repayments in November and December 2022, and a lot more going into the beginning of 2023. And by the way, these 3 steps are all at EIDLpay.com. EIDLpay.com, you'll see the 3 steps: finding your balance, creating recurring payments, and tracking and saving on payments. Let's start with finding your balance. This is the most complicated part, so stick with me for 1 minute. You'll need to create an account on the Capital Access financial system. If you haven't done that, click Not Enrolled right here. And now this is the tricky part because it's one of these old school forms. If you get anything wrong when you're filling it out, you have to fill it out again, unfortunately. But there's nothing too complicated here. You'll need to put in a user ID, your information, including contact information, and you'll need to choose a few security questions here. This is the tricky part. Again, the questions like, what's your first name of your childhood best friend? What is the name of your childhood hero? So have fun with that. That'll take a few minutes for you to set this up. Now, before I log in and show you what that looks like and how to check your balance, I just want to say we've heard from the SBA directly that they are working on an improved system. However, best case scenario, it's not going to be available until early 2023. So I wouldn't count on it, especially for the millions of you who will have to make repayments or start making repayments in the next few months. The problem, as I'm illustrating here, is there are 2 systems: this SBA system, which shows you your balance, and the pay.gov system where you have to go to pay. So once you set up your account, you'll need to log in. They have 2-factor authentication, so you'll probably need to verify with your phone number and or your email address. Then you'll be logged in to your Capital Access financial system dashboard. Then to find your balance, in this example, go under borrower and click borrower search. Depending on when you're accessing, there may be errors like this. So in this example, you'll see available loans. If you took PPP loans, you'll see them here as well. Hopefully they'll have been forgiven and you'll see the status paid in full. At the top here, you'll see disaster COVID-19 economic injury. That's the EIDL loan, and you'll see that it's currently dispersed. Now, don't click make a payment yet to find out your balance. Again, step number 1, click the loan number here on the left-hand side. So here's the important information. It will show you your loan info. Important to write down that number. You will need it in a minute when you set up recurring payments. You'll see your origination date and maturity date. Write those down as well. And a quick tip, you can even upload it to your Skip dashboard under My Documents. And I'll get back to why you should do that in a minute, but it's another safe place to secure this information because it's a pain to log in here for a couple of reasons. But the main one is you have to log in, I think it's every month. If you don't log in once a month, you have to call in and manually talk to someone to reset your password. It's a pain in the neck. It's another reason why once you log in once, make sure you get this information down. You'll see your balance and interest information, including current principal balance, total undisbursed daily interest accrual. Important to note that and think about how can you save on that interest charge. You'll see your total accrued interest, outstanding interest, and total interest, and your total payoff balance. Plus, you will see your payment information, including when your next installment, for most of you, your first payment is due and what that amount is. In this case, $4,900. Write that down. That's what we're going to set up in the pay.gov recurring payments. And you'll also get an email alert, and make sure you're enrolled in paperless billing statements as well. So once you have that balance written down, including your loan number, you can either go directly to pay.gov or click make a payment. They both go to the same URL, and right at the top here, make an SBA 1201 borrower payment. Pay it right here, click it. There's a lot of copy. You should read it briefly, but I'll give you the short form. They basically say, do what I just showed you, log into CAFS, get your loan information, and if you need help logging in, you can call the SBA. So this is step number 2. We're going to set up the payments. You can pay with ACH, a bank account, a PayPal account, or a debit card. Those 3 options. They do not accept credit cards. So we're going to continue to the form and show you how to do that. You need to put down your borrower information and your SBA loan information. And then at the bottom, put in your payment amount. Again, that can be your first due payment amount unless you want to pay more than your minimum. So it's up to you, and then click continue. Okay, step 3, then you'll need to put down your payment information. Again, 3 options: bank account, PayPal, or debit card. Most of you will probably choose bank account, especially if you're setting up recurring payments. And when you're setting it up today, you'll be able to choose whether you want to pay now, or you can set it for when your payment is due. So in this example, the first payment's due in November, on November 8th. So you could set up your payment to go through on November 8th, or whenever your first payment's due. Put in your information, click review and submit payment here at the bottom. On the next screen, you'll be able to check whether you want this to be recurring or not, and confirm your information and click submit. And once you set that up, you'll get an email, an official email from pay.gov that'll have your receipt information, how much you paid, when you set it up, and the frequency, if it's one time or recurring. Again, screenshot that information, save it, and consider uploading it on your Skip dashboard, which leads me to the third and final step. When you go to EIDLpay.com, you'll see this third step to add in this information so you can view it on your Skip dashboard. Pro tip, if you haven't added in that you received EIDL funding, you can do that here as well. Again, our goal is to help you start, grow, and fund your business. And a huge part of that is helping you understand all of your funding options, whether it's grants, loans like the EIDL loan, or other types of financing. As you start to pay off your EIDL loan, we want you to have a full picture of other financing options. As you pay that down, you can take on more debt, more grants, other funding to help you succeed in your business. Highly encouraged third step, especially when it comes to saving on interest payments. The EIDL interest, depending on the size of your EIDL loan, can be significant. In this example I showed you, the daily interest is around $100 per day if you got around $1 million. So keep that in mind, that interest does add up and it's compounding. So if you want to pay more, to save a little bit more on the interest side, let's say you're in a strong position in your business, you're cash flow positive, it's something to consider, and you can track all of that on your Skip dashboard. That's the quick update on how to go through this process. Again, it's not easy. The SBA has told me directly they're working on new technology and a new solution, but don't hold your breath. That's still at least months away. So for now, go set this up. If you found this helpful, please subscribe and hit the like button. And of course, if you ever want one-on-one funding help, go to helloskip.com and click get started. You can talk with myself, our teammates, some of our other funding experts and business coaches. We would love to connect with you. Most importantly, stay well, stay healthy, and I'll see you tomorrow.